you. I appreciate the opportunity to visit with everybody at this meeting because I was supposed to be on a plane on my way back from Philadelphia from our board of directors meeting in lieu of actually being in town for the meeting. Our board of directors was meeting, and they have concluded that meeting yesterday. The board bulletin went out yesterday afternoon at 3:30. It went to our widest mailing group. I would encourage you to look at that. There are some significant things that are in there, one of which will interest our retired plan members. For the fourth straight year, there is no increase in the Medicare supplement plan. So that is very good news for them. And for all of our plan members, there has been a significant reduction in the medical maximum out-of-pocket that will be on both the PPO, in which all the pastors are enrolled, the EPO, and the high deductible. Those are some significant reductions. Very seldom do we ever have people reach those limits, but at the same time, when they reach that limit, that's been a really bad year, and we're trying to do what we can to help support them. A few things to remind folks of. I've shared this with COM and some other groups, but to remind you that we now are in a new plan, and it has been growing, not decreasing. And currently, we actually have more non-ordained, non-installed church workers enrolled in the benefits plan than we have ordained and installed pastors. There is a significant group of those pastors who do not have benefits. And so for next year, we will be adding a new bundle of benefits as well as some new benefit plans for temporary and long-term disability. The temporary disability plan is one that should interest every church, and I will go into it a little bit more here in a second. But this is an important area because under our current plan, if somebody has to go on disability, the church is responsible for keeping that employee, that pastor, enrolled in the benefits plan and paying their salary for the first 90 days of disability. Under the temporary disability, the church would then not have to do all of that. Temporary disability would begin on the 15th day of disability and pay 60% of the salary through the 90th day of disability. And this is at a very, very low cost, but will be a very big part of what is available for our plan members. Next year, that temporary disability will be baked into pastors' participation. Pastors' participation is the plan that is mandated by the Book of Order for all installed pastors to be enrolled in there. The dues for pastors' participation are going to stay the same at 37% of effective salary next year. But internally, some of those percentages are going to change. So that you're fully aware, the defined benefits pension plan dues will decrease from 11% to 8.5%. This is with no change in the plan whatsoever and absolutely no reduction in pension benefits at retirement. Our death and disability will remain at 1%. That temporary disability, as I mentioned before, is going to be added to pastors' participation at 0.5%, and the medical plan dues will increase. This is the first increase in 3 years, from 25% to 27%. And of course, the employee assistance program is included in that. And the reason it's mentioned here is because we will have a new bundle of benefits called Minister's Choice, which will be available for non-installed, non-installed pastors. These are folks who are who are in validated ministry, who are serving in stated supply. Some of these folks are ministers who are serving in new worshiping communities who are not enrolled in pastors' participation. these who are serving 20 hours a week or more will be eligible for this new bundle of benefits that will be available on the 1st of January. They will offer the defined benefits pension plan, death and disability, temporary disability, and the EAP for 10% of effective salary, plus grant access where eligibility requirements are met for Credo, Minister Educational Debt Assistance, Healthy Pastors, Healthy Congregations, and Sabbath sabbatical support. Uh, this is a tremendous value because if you have somebody who's stated supply, let's say, and they are getting $25,000 a year total, you can provide benefits for that person for $2,500. That's barely over $200 a month. That is giving them not only that security, but access to a whole lot of other programs that are available for our plan members. Want to make you aware also that on Monday, the employer decision support tool will be available through the Benefits Connect portal on pensions.org for employing organizations. Our employer decision season will be opening on Monday, and employers will be able to go into the portal and see what those dues amounts will be for 2021. Additionally, we will be offering a webcast on August the 14th, and there'll be more about that in Tuesday Connect. There is a limit of the registration for that to 250 participants. And so I will be offering some smaller webcast after this has been done to engage the folks in New Covenant. Historically, I've gone around and done some benefits gatherings, but this year we're going to do things a little differently, and I will host a series of webcasts. Pay attention to Tuesday Connect, and I'll also be sending out direct emails to other folks. So if you have questions, most of you certainly know my email, and many of you know my phone number. It's been on the screen for a while, and that concludes my report. Thank you for this opportunity.